Welcome to the VR Sim CARERS training simulation. To begin, press the trigger on the front of your controller to select a scenario from the main menu.
Hello again, and welcome to the Apathy scenario. Now it is time to choose one of the following three options. If you need any help, press the Aiden button and I will be happy to help. I will be in the background, but you will hear my voice when prompted. Starting position. You have just closed the front door.
Hi, Mom. How are you? Have you seen the paper? Edna Smith is running for mayor.
Hi?
She says in an uncertain voice, and seems to be looking around for you.
Mom, I am over here. Want to look at the paper?
You say in a louder voice. Your mom says nothing and is becoming restless in her chair.
Let's try something different. Hi, Mom. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
That's good to hear, Mom. I'm good as well. Want to read the paper? It's just on the table here. You always loved local politics, and guess who is running for mayor? Edna Smith. Remember her? You volunteered with her when she was a city councilor.
She says disinterestedly, looking confused.
You need to keep up with your reading and thinking skills. Don't you want to know about the city election? You must remember Edna Smith. Surely you want to know how she is doing in the polls. Mom, you didn't even look at the paper. Here, look at it.
You point at the paper beside your mum.
Leave me alone.
Let's try a different method. I want to show you a picture in your photo album. I'll grab it.
Okay, dear.
Here it is, and look, here you are volunteering with Edna Smith, the city councilor. She is running for mayor now.
Mom looks at the picture in the album for a short moment, then quickly moves on to look at other pictures. These are of her bathing her grandchild, Sammy. Mom starts to smile. You recognize her focus of attention and remain quiet.
Dr. Aiden, do you have any advice on how to proceed?
It's great that you understood your mom wasn't interested in the picture of the city councilor and let her focus on what she liked instead. Please continue.
Oh, I see you are looking at the picture of you giving Sammy a bath in your kitchen sink. She loved bath time with you. Do you remember what else she loved doing with you? She loved when you would sing to her. You used to always sing with her. Can you remember what you would sing to her?
Mom's smile leaves once you ask her a question, and she looks away. She has a blank look on her face.
Let's try a new tactic. Oh, I see you are looking at the picture of you giving Sammy a bath in your kitchen sink. She loved bath time with you. You always sang to her.
You did well to stay in the moment and resist the urge to ask questions. Simple statements and reflections provide comfort. This approach acknowledges your mom's feelings and can help her feel noticed, valued, and reassured. She may not be able to talk about her memories about that time. Silence can help her focus, or you may need to do a passive familiar activity with her. You can also treat contact with light touch on hand stroking. Please continue.
5 little ducks went out to play over the hills and far away. One little duck said, "Quack, quack, quack, ha ha ha."
This choice to start singing singing is a calm and familiar activity for your mom that she seems to like. Music is often a good way to establish contact and stimulate memory without speaking. You can even try to get mom to sing with you, but try not to be too disappointed if she can't do it. And great job on completing the scenario. We understand it may have been difficult, and we truly appreciate the time you spent on this activity. When you are ready, let me know and we can begin our reflection. Congratulations on finishing the apathy scenario. We understand it may have been challenging. You had a lot during the scenario, so we have put together a recap of the strategies discussed during the scenario. I will outline some of the strategies you may find helpful with managing your emotions. And then your mom, the avatar, will join me, and together we will go over some of the things that happened in the scenario. Your mom and I will give you feedback, the higher life communication strategies you may want to use when caring for your mom. Hopefully you will find it helpful. Be patient with yourself. Remember, there is a lot to learn each step of the way. Caring for someone living with dementia can be tough. It can be a heavy load with ups and downs and a lot of different emotions. There can be times you will feel joy and connection, but there can also be times with more difficult emotions. Frustration, sadness, anger, guilt are common. Feeling guilty is normal, and it's exhausting. It can wear you down. Some days will be better than others. Try to be patient and forgiving with yourself. You're doing your best. The strategies mentioned below might help, so it's worth giving them a try. Breathe and pause. When you are upset or frustrated, take a few deep breaths before you answer. It is normal to become frustrated, impatient, or angry. These emotions can make you lash out and say or do things you might regret. If you can just pause for a moment and breathe, you may be able to respond, not just react. Your calm response can calm down others. Reflect. Become aware of how you are feeling and spend some time thinking about your emotions. You probably have a lot on your plate and may have many deep emotions. Reflecting on your feelings can help you understand why you feel this way and eventually how to best manage these emotions. Some people find using a journal helpful. Yes, for sure, it can be tough to find time for yourself. It is an important strategy to stay healthy, though. Try to carve a bit of time out for yourself when you can. And you are right, it is upsetting and can be overwhelming when your relationship with the person you are caring for changes. Every time you notice a change or a new symptom, it is a sign a disease is progressing. This change can feel like you are losing the person you are caring for. This loss can bring feelings of loneliness and sadness. These emotions can be deep and troubling. It is so important to have support. Support can include having people and activities that can give you a break from caregiving, but also give you the opportunity to share how you are feeling. Reach out to those who can support you. Good idea. Now let's shift gears. Your mom, the avatar, and I will highlight the communication strategies you heard about in the scenario. What section would you like to hear more feedback on? All right, let's review what choices you made. Speak calmly. Use a gentle, slow voice. Staying calm helps people with dementia feel safe and relaxed. Big eye contact. Face the person and look into their eyes while speaking. If they can see you, they might understand your nonverbal cues better, helping them process what's happening. Dementia in life have affected your mom's ability to notice new things, like when you entered her house and started talking. Take a moment to enter the room, greet your mom warmly with a light touch or a kiss if she's comfortable with that, and then share the news. Use simple language and avoid too many questions. Dementia affects memory, so questions that were once easy to ask may not get the same answers anymore. It's tough to talk without asking questions, but it often works better. Using simple statements instead of many questions helps with understanding. People with dementia may find questions or ideas like newspapers, polls, politics, or memories hard to understand, which can make them feel overwhelmed, confused, or anxious. All right, let's review what choices you made. What section would you like to hear more feedback on? All right, let's review what choices you made. Keep tasks simple. I understand that you are worried about your mom and her lack of stimulation and always being in front of a TV. You thought she would engage in activities and discussions she used to enjoy. But it seemed that your mom had a lot of difficulty understanding the current election for the mayor or the polls or even looking at the newspaper. Let's have your mom remind us of how she was feeling. It is important to recognize when tasks or questions are too difficult for the person living with dementia to manage and then move on. Dementia has affected the part of the brain responsible for motivation and engagement. So even if the task or the content is something they really used to enjoy, they simply may not have the ability to enjoy or understand this any longer. They may not be able to figure out how to respond. Silence can help them focus, or you may need to start a more passive, familiar activity. All right, let's review what choices you made. Keep tasks simple. I understand your worry about your mom, how she's not as active and always watching TV instead of doing things she used to enjoy. Your mom appeared to struggle with understanding the mayor election, the polls, and even looking at the newspaper. Recognizing when tasks or questions are too challenging for a person with dementia is key, and that's best to move on. Dementia affects the brain area responsible for motivation and involvement. Even if it's something they once liked, they may not be able to enjoy or understand it now. They might struggle to respond. Silence can help them focus, or you may need to begin a more familiar and relaxed activity. All right, let's review what choices you made. What section would you like to hear more feedback on? All right, let's review what choices you made. This question might be too hard. Your mom may not be able to recall all these memories. People with dementia may know they can't handle certain questions or tasks, but still feel like they should be able to. Doing simple, familiar activities with your mom can help you feel close. These may be different from what you did before, but they can still be enjoyable. Music is a great way to connect and even help trigger memories without needing to talk. Keep in mind who you're doing the activity with or having a conversation with. Your presence and support can have a big impact. Well, we do know she was unable to talk about these memories just now, but we don't know for sure if she has lost the memories or the ability to speak about them. Nonetheless, it is still a loss and sad that you cannot share that memory with your mom any longer. Use the 3 R's. Recognize. Acknowledge the person's feelings. This helps them to feel heard. You can say, it's hard to remember, but I'm here and can help. Or, I see you're upset. Let's do something else. Reassure. Say calming things like, it's okay, or I'm here now. And use gentle touch, hand stroking, nodding, or just sit quietly with your mom. These actions can help you stay connected. Redirect. If things get hard, gently switch the subject or the activity. All right, let's review what choices you made. What section would you like to hear more feedback on? So, please take your headset off, have a little break, and think about how the experience was for you. Think about why you made certain choices and how they affected your mom. Also, think about how your mom made you feel. We'd like you to write down these thoughts or reflections. It might be helpful to think about the emotions you felt during the interaction, the feelings you recorded earlier, and how those feelings influenced your choices.